Hey guys, my name is Moshpiti and today I've got a replay in the T95, also known as the Doom Turtle, and let's see what I can do with it. So we are on Vineyards. It is a top tier battle and there's no arty, pretty much as picture perfect as a battle can get. It is wide open, so it fits our stealthy TD. No arty means that even if I get spotted, my armor gets to shine. If you don't know what this thing is, why it's called the Doom Turtle. It's basically a super heavy tank destroyer. It's got insane armor, incredibly poor mobility as a result, but it also has a really hard hitting gun. So, you know, it's the turtle with a Doom cannon. Doom Turtle, hey! No arty. Makes it super fun to play. This tank, if there is arty, makes it pretty insufferable. The minute you get spotted, it's gonna be raining. As you can see here, we're making the most out of our limited mobility by just not using it. It's an incredibly patient tank. It takes you so long to get from one place to another that you get to change your mind like 1,000 times. This tank forces you to be patient and to sort of just deal with suboptimal outcomes. Like here, I wanted to get around this corner and get a shot so that I would have armor, or rather cover for my right side, left side. My god, my brain is just mush. Tried to get next to the rock so that I would have some cover. As you're seeing here, I'm getting shot, but because I'm so unbelievably slow, it ended up taking forever for me to find a shot on the tank. He was so freaking close that I ended up being spotted because I even fired at it. It just it was like such a mess. Going on from here on out, I'm like, okay, yeah, let's just forget about physical cover. Let's just try to make sure that we are staying at distance and we are using our armor as a natural sort of like defense against any shots that are coming in. We didn't take damage from those shells that we absorbed, but you can see we didn't block damage either, so it was just literally absorbed by our tracks rather than being blocked by armor. I did bounce the Huntsman turret here, but this gun actually does have almost 300 pen when I'm firing full gold. The high explosives, I'm loading a few of them, are mostly for splashing like hold down tanks to death that I can't pen. Really don't use them for much. The APCR hits hard enough. It's 750 alpha. You know, if that's not enough for you, then crikey. Like you can see here, we find an almost full health tank, get a shot in, light it on fire, and it's basically going to be just dead in one hit. Doom Turtle. We are sitting on 3,800 damage. 3 kills already. It's been 3 minutes. The catch, this is usually all the damage and all the kills that I will get for the rest of the game. Normally the Doom Turtle is so freaking slow, the battles are basically over by the time you get there. But because it's Vineyards, and because the enemies are pretty rash, like they're throwing tanks all around, they're not picking a flank and going through there. They're just kind of like peppering tanks all over the map. We're able to just make the most out of this gun. Like, this could not have been a better matchmaking for us. The gameplay is pretty self-explanatory at this point. All I'm doing is just picking off targets that are being spotted by our teammates. And that's kind of boiling down, like, okay, all of the stragglers are dead, you know, now I have to pick either be content with the damage I have, and stay at the base, or try to push in and try to find more damage. So we're pushing in, but like, look at this, 20 kilometers an hour is my top speed, but because I'm so freaking heavy and the terrain resistance is so bad because it's, so, again, so unbelievably heavy, even, like, I've been driving forward most of the time here, and I'm like 10 meters away from our deployment. If you want to be aggressive in this thing, well, just don't be aggressive. Make a stealth build and hope that targets come to you. And you can see here, what's happening here? Why am I going back? I did all this just to return. Right there. That Gorinage got flanked. It's another super heavy. He relies on his armor, but the armor falls apart immediately when he's being flanked by like 6 tanks. And I don't want that to happen to us. So when I saw that the CT is basically falling, the KJ H line is just falling, screw that. I'm gonna fall back. What I'm assuming is gonna happen here is that the enemies are gonna loop back to our base, come up the 1, 2, 3 line. I've got another TD here. We're gonna just farm them. Everything's gonna be dandy. And let's see how that actually plays out. Well, this is awful. First of all, we have no idea where the enemies are. Second, our teammates are falling to a tank destroyer that's not even spotted. That's usually a pretty bad sign. Okay, well, it's not too dire. It's still 6 on 5. I've activated food, trying to spot some targets that are coming in. Uh-oh, nothing's coming in. Doom Turtle is starting to sweat. We're losing more tanks to a tank destroyer that's still not spotted. Literally the worst case scenario. Somebody's spotting for him, and he's able to stay far enough. Okay, he gets spotted. I've got a pretty good idea from the kill feed and the rate of fire that it was dropping our tanks. That has got to be the Panzer on that side. And the other TD, whatever that is going to be on the other side. All I can do is just move forward and try to support the teammates. Let me find a Type 4 heavy. Another super heavy. And yeah, this is why you need patience. You don't take shortcuts. He tried to take a shortcut through the city because he's in a slow tank. It just gets farmed. So this is what I mean, like, this tank just demands patience. If you try to take shortcuts, you get flanked and you get spanked. You want to be the one spanking. Well, I guess, you know, no judgment here if you prefer it the other way around. We're sitting on 8,700 damage already. 4 kills. Patience has more than paid off. We're still on full health as well. But notice how we're barely hitting our top speed. We're going 19 kilometers, 17, 16. It's going down. That's because both of our tracks are yellow. Now, if I had noticed that earlier, I would have repaired them with my repair kit. And that would have allowed us to pick up our measly 20 kilometer top speed. Now we see what the other TD is. It is a Object 704. Same as the one behind us, but he's already engaging our 704, who was also full health. So I've got a pretty good idea of how that battle's going to go. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to try to look for the VK100 that we took a shot at earlier. Or the Panzer hiding somewhere. Find the VK100. Okay. No shots. I can already tell from the position of the tank there's going to be no shots for a while. And we see the 704 again. Crap. Okay, we got to take it out. If I leave this thing behind us, it's not going to be pretty. Now I see there's a destructible wall between me and him. So when he gets lit up, I'm not even going to try to aim for him. I'm going to go for a snapshot. There we go. Snap it in. The reason I do that is because if I aim through a destructible wall, the gunner is going to aim for the wall and not the tank. So if you've got a situation like that, just take a snapshot. It's your best bet. The gunner will then target the tank behind the wall and not the wall itself, and it'll just go clean through. Or it's going to miss, but then even then you've got a better chance snapshotting than aiming. And now I repaired the tracks. Now I'm like just noticing the little nuances. Okay, I'm going even slower than usual. Repair the tracks. Try to stay on hard terrain like this road rather than grass. Little things like this that makes this tank just slightly more bearable. Slightly more bearable. But end of the day, there's no replacement for patience. All I have is just this slow ass tank. All my health, all my armor, and a pretty snappy gun. We tried to take a snapshot, or rather a blind fire. Don't land it, that's fine. At least we're making it sweat. Assuming we shot over the tank, he sees that shell coming in. He's going to think twice before he pushes out again. Now, I've got a pretty good idea where the gunner is. He's probably on my right side. Well, I know he's on my right side because I saw shells coming in, but I've got a pretty good idea where. He's going to be on the highest part. That's where I would be in his shoes. That's the way he's being able to fire and not be spotted. But see on the minimap, I've got a medium tank pushing up with me. I'm trying to find the TD, but I don't have to deal with it alone at least. And I don't have to be flanked by the VK100 when I find it. Find the gun on and can't get a shot in, that's totally fine. Leave it to the friendly pattern. We see him drive past us. I see he's got a lot of health. It's a tier 9 medium with fantastic DPM. That TD should be dead to rights. So we refocus to the VK100. Just take that out. We don't want him to be able to support the TD. And we find it. And we put a shot in. TD's dead. Good game. There's no coming back from this VK100. 5 more seconds and we go for our 6th kill of the game. And finishing on 10,000 raw damage. Yep, that's what patience gets you in this game. Patience, patience, patience. Victory! We are the MVP. 6 kills, 10,000 damage, 2,225 or something. XP, made tons of silver as well. Really fun battle. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope the commentary made some sense. It's hard to keep yourself occupied for a game as long as this. And I hope to see you guys next time.